Welcome to the National Level Faculty Development Program on sports training, coaching, and recent changes in rules and regulations in Kabaddi, basketball, judo, and volleyball. Organized by Maharani Cluster University in association with Physical Education Foundation of India, Karnataka chapter from 10th to 16th September 2020. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Resource person, guest, moderator, and dear participants. Today is the sixth day of Faculty Development Program, which is focused on recent changes in rules and regulations in Kabaddi. The resource person is Sri Ravindra Shetty, an international Kabaddi player, coach, and referee. Sir is a recipient of Kempegoda Award in 2015, awarded by Bruhat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike for his sports achievements. He has been the chief coach for Kabaddi teams for Pro Kabaddi League matches. We welcome you, sir. The guest of the day is another legend in the field of Kabaddi, Mr. Sukesh Hegde, an international Kabaddi player working as an assistant manager at the Bank of Baroda. He has received two awards from the government of Karnataka, that is Ekalavya Award in the year 2017 and Olympic Award in 2018. We welcome you, sir, for the today's session. Dr. Roshan Kumar Shetty, the Physical Education Director from Government First Grade College, Ajrakadu, is the moderator of the day. We welcome you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I welcome Dr. Ravi Kumar, Organizing Secretary of the Faculty Development Program, Maharani's Cluster University. My welcome goes to Mr. Srikanth, Secretary, Physical Education Foundation of India, Karnataka chapter. I welcome Srinivas Ji and his team for providing the technical support for the program. My welcome goes to all the members of the organizing committee of Maharani Cluster University and Physical Education Foundation of India. Now, I request the moderator, Dr. Roshan Kumar Shetty, to introduce the speaker and the guest and start the session. Sir, please start.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, madam. Dear professional colleagues, delegates, and all dignitaries, a very good evening to all. At the outset, I, Dr. Roshan Kumar Shetty, feel delighted to be the part of this faculty development program organized by Maharani Cluster University, Bangalore and FDP Chapter, Karnataka. In Kabaddi, earlier in prehistoric times, a rural sports and is now popularly played all over India and international levels. With the launch of Pro Kabaddi, the sports has gained its laurels and befitting to it, I am greatly humbled to welcome and introduce the two international Kabaddi personalities. None other than Mr. Ravindra Shetty. He is also known as Mr. Ravi Shetty, an international Kabaddi coach and presently the coach of Yuva Paltan, the former Puneri Paltan Pune. One more international personality, Mr. Sukesh Hegde, recent player of part of Bengal Warriors. Mr. Ravi Shetty, he is hailing from Badgi in Haveri district, Karnataka, represent his sports career as an international coach. Pursued diploma electrical engineering, but professionally established his career in sports. He started playing Kabaddi in 1978 at Badgi National Youth Club and College, and later in 1981 joined Minister of Defence CIL that tuned his sports career, having a good Kabaddi team and international players. He pursued his sports career in CIL Kabaddi team, participating in the state level and also All India Kabaddi tournament, bringing many laurels to his career. Later, in 2002, he laid the foundation of his loyal sports career as coach for the Karnataka State Men Kabaddi team, which participated in the 20th South Zone Kabaddi Championship held at Pondicherry. After his Ravindra Shetty did not look back in his career as coach and was instrumental in bringing lot of laurels and awards both Karnataka State Men Kabaddi Team Senior and Men Kabaddi Team, and also Kabaddi Women Team till date. With all his coaching achievement and experience, the Amateur Kabaddi Federation of India had nominated him as the coach for the Malaysia national Kabaddi team. The team participated in first World Cup Women Kabaddi Championship at Patna, Bihar, India from 1st March 2012 to 4th March 2012 under his guidance. In 2012, he was nominated by Sports Council of Malaysia as coach for the Kedah, and the team under his training won the gold in Sukma 2013 at Kuala Lumpur. With his fabulous achievement, he has to his credit of being nominated as chief coach proposed by the Pro Kabaddi League, and this is the credential identity in Kabaddi. Pro Kabaddi League nominated Ravindra Shetty as the chief coach of Mumbai, Mumbai team, and to his excellence in coaching, the team bagged runners, winners, and fifth place in season 1, 2014. Season 2, 2015, Season 3, 2016, and Season 4, 2016. In 2019, he was the assistant coach for the Jaipur Pink Panthers Season 6, 2019. Presently, he holds the position of coach for the Yuva Paltan, Puneri Paltan, Pune. He is the proud recipient of Kempegowda Award, awarded by the Brahat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike. With this brief introduction, I welcome Mr. Ravindra Shetty, sir, to the deliberations. Yes, sir. One more international personality, Mr. Sukesh Shetty. I am extremely delighted to welcome him because he has felt the aroma of rural life in small village Kartala in Karkala Taluk of Udupi district. He is actually the boy from my neighboring hometown. For 2010, he played for All India Inter-University Kabaddi Championship and won the bronze medal in 2013. He participated in All India Senior National Kabaddi Championship, the present Karnataka team. From 2014, he has never looked back in his career Pro Kabaddi League. He played 2 Telugu Titans team in season 1, 2, 3, 4 from 2014 to 17, and there till 2018 played for the Gujarat Fortune Giants team season 5. Tamil Teluguans in season 6, 2018 to 19, and from last year to Bangalore Warriors, which was the winning team. He is proceed recipient of Eklavya Award by Karnataka State Government 2007, Olympic Award winner of the Karnataka State Government 2018, Best Rider Awards in national, state, and industrial tournaments, Best Rider and Dream 2 Game Changer Award in Pro Kabaddi matches. Professionally, he is an assistant manager at Bank of Baroda, Bangalore, representing Bank of Baroda Kabaddi team. Yes, sir. Now, our coach, Mr. Ravindra Shetty, will explain the rules and regulations of the Pro Kabaddi. Yes, sir. Ravi, sir.
Not audible. Turn on the mic. Please turn on the mic. Turn on the mic.
Sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So, thank you very much, sir,
Yes, sir.
for joining me in this Maharani Cluster University and Physical Education Foundation, this program. I'm glad to explain about the present rules and whatever new rules adopted at present scenario. I wanted to explain about this. Slide, please.
Ravi, sir, slide, yes, sir.
Driving.
Just one slide.
Okay, sir, 1 minute.
Driving.
Just one.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I'm starting with what is a kabaddi. Kabaddi is a basically competitive sport with 7 players on each side, played for a period of 40 minutes with a 5 minutes break. The core idea of the game is to score a points by riding into the opponent's court and touching as many as defense players as possible without getting caught on single breath. That is kabaddi. It requires both skill and power and combines the characteristic of wrestling and rugby. How the kabaddi develops in India. In the year 1918, kabaddi was given the national games status. All rules and regulations were also formulated in the same year. Court measurement formulated 12 by 10 meters, but officially implemented after 1923. All India tournaments were organized at Baroda with these rules. So in 1924, Deccan Jamkhana Pune prepared first competitive rules for Hututu. It took quite a long time. Kabaddi gets its first international exposure in Berlin Olympics. During the Hitler region in 1936, a 35-member contingent from a lesser-known institute at Amravati, the Hanuman Vyayamashala Prasarak Mandal, got the invitation to the Berlin Olympics to give a demonstration of Malkham and Kabaddi. After successful entry in the Berlin Olympics, the game was included in Indian Olympic Games at Calcutta in 1938. It was conducted as per the rules Akhila Maharashtra Sharirik Shikshan Mandal Pune. In 1938, college university level sports of Hututu were conducted as per rules of Akhila Maharashtra Sharirik Shikshan Mandal Pune. They were also translated in English, and door was open to become the game of India Hututu to Kabaddi. Formation 1950, All India Kabaddi Federation came in existence, and national championship. After formation of All India Kabaddi Federation, national championship will started. 1952, national championships were held at Madras for men. 1954, the rules of the game were revised during the national championship at New Delhi. Then 1955, national competition for ladies at Calcutta. 1961, Kabaddi game was included in the curriculum of the Indian University Sports. 1962, School Games Federation of India included Kabaddi as a regular discipline. 1972, whole scenario was changed when Kabaddi itself found it a place in All India Sports. Its own Amateur Kabaddi Federation of India was established. Since then, new rules were framed. National competition are held regularly. Promotion and propaganda of Kabaddi in neighboring countries was one of the measures then, and Bangladesh and Pakistan responded to it positively. 1971, diploma course in National Institute of Sports, Patiala started. Kabaddi was included in a regular diploma course in coaching, and National Institute of Sports, Patiala, now Sports Authority of India, started the training of coaches in Kabaddi. Nepal and Bangladesh also sent their students to SAI for getting trained in diploma course as Kabaddi coaches. 1973, first Junior Nationals Kabaddi Championship for boys and girls held at Asansol, West Bengal. 1974, the Indian men's team toured Bangladesh as part of the cultural exchange program. To play 5 test matches in different parts of the countries, Bangladesh reciprocated the visit in 1979 and played 5 test matches in India. 1978, Asian Amateur Kabaddi Federation formed. 1980, the first Asian Kabaddi Championship was held in Calcutta. 1981, a goodwill tour was organized. The men and women teams visited Thailand, Japan and Malaysia to play exhibition Kabaddi matches. The Federation Cup Kabaddi tournament also commenced since 1981. 1982, Kabaddi was included as a demonstration game in 9th Asian Games at Delhi. 1984, Open International Tournament was organized at Mumbai. 1984, South Asian Federation included in the SAF Games at Dhaka, Bangladesh. Since then, the Kabaddi is included in every SAF Games which is played every once in 2 years. 1990, 11th Asian Games held at Beijing, China. There, only 1 gold in Kabaddi out of all discipline. This was a major landmark in the history of the game. India has been risen champions in the successive Asian Games held at Hiroshima 1994 and 1998 Bangkok, South Korea Busan 2002. First time mat, that is Japanese synthetic rubber 35mm mat was introduced and matches are played in indoor stadium. The game attracts other European countries. Asian Games Doha 2006, Guangzhou 2010, first time women team included in the Asian Championship, South Korea 2014, men and women. In all the Asian Games, we won the gold for India. 2002, Kabaddi was introduced to the African countries as a demonstration sport in Afro-Asian Games, which is to be hosted by India. 2004 and 2007 and 2016. First World Cup was men organized at Bombay in 2004 and 2007 also in Panvel, Maharashtra. There only they organized, and Ahmedabad 2016. Ahmedabad was organized, and all the 3 World Cup won by India. 2005, the first Asian Women's Championship was held at Hyderabad. Asian Games held gold medal. In the women's is gold medal. 2006, Women Kabaddi was included for the first time in the South Asian Games held in Colombo, Sri Lanka. 2007, Kabaddi was included in the second Asian Indoor Games held at Macau. India won the gold medal, Kabaddi, men and women. 2008, first Asian Beach Games being hosted by Indonesia in Bali. India won both the gold medal for men and women events. 2012, first Women World Cup was held in Patna. India won the gold medal. So, with all this, our modern rules and regulations, it started. There has been a gradual change in the rules and regulation into a highly polished and skillful game. Many rules have been modified. The distance between the center line and back line has been introduced, but did not change the basic character of the game. The introduction of the mats, shoe, new techniques, and changes in rules has made the sport for interesting and adventurous to skilled players who are now able to defeat heavier players with better skills and techniques. Major changes. Earlier, the game was for juniors and seniors. Only juniors started with index. Senior men and women open weight, no age limit, and junior boys under 18 but index point, that is height, weight, and age comes to 250 for junior boys. Junior girls 230 and sub-junior boys 220, sub-junior girls 200. And later on it changed to men and women 12.52 into 10 meters the court measurement and body weight below 80 kg. Junior boys age 19 years and body weight below 60 kg. Women and junior girls ground was 11/8. Women age open body weight below 70 kg and junior girls under 17 body weight 50 kg and sub junior boys 16 year below 51 kg body weight and sub junior girls 14 year under 14 years and body weight below 45 kg. And present after all this body weights, because due to again the kabaddi went back because some of the best players came but they could not able to participate in the national international competition because of their good posture and good height. Example, Mr. Siddharth Desai, Ajay Thakur, Rahul Chaudhary, Rishank Devadiga, they could not able to reduce the weight under 80. So again, the 2016 AK5 technical committee discussed and implement the following amendments. Men and junior boys, the court measurement is 13 by 10 meters. They increased from bonus line to end line, they increased half meter and body weight not greater than 85 kg for men and junior boys 75 kg. Women and junior girls 12/8 court measurement and body weight not greater than 70 kg and for junior girls 65 kg. And sub-junior boys and sub-junior girls 11/8 meters court measurement and body weight not less than 55 kg. Along with ground measurement, 30-second ride and do or die ride super tackle was introduced in 2016 national championship games. "30-second ride" means when the rider enters the court of opponent with cant. Each ride is restricted to 30 seconds. The clock will be reset as the rider crosses the center line or when the ride is over. The clocks will be stopped when rider crosses center line on returning to his court. Rider exits arena after being declared out or goes out of bounds and is declared out, the opponent team player being revived. Do or die. So nowadays, do or die, when they introduce in the Pro Kabaddi, that is same thing is introduced in national championship. It's become very popular, do or die ride. If rider does not score or lose any point or take more than 30 seconds, do or die ride, the rider of the third empty ride, that is do or die ride, will be declared out, and opponent team will be awarded a point along with one of the player being revived. Super tackle. If a ride is caught when there are only 3 defenders or less, the defending team gets 1 additional point, which is called super tackle. This is an additional point which is called super tackle point. This is in addition to the normal point scored by putting the rider out. Bonus line game. After a lot of changes in the rules in players' weight and ground measurement in the national competition, and the game was little slow, ending with low score. When the bonus line rule came into existence in the year 1978, Amateur Kabaddi Federation of India conducted a workshop in 1976 to make it more interesting. The bonus line is parallel to the back line of 1 meter from the back line towards the end line. Earlier, without bonus line, the rider was struggling to get the point from defense. So the game was ending up with 0 or single digits point, which made the match dull and slow. Advantages of bonus line. The bonus line makes the game interesting since agile riders can score points for their side without the risk of struggle. The defense will concentrate on the bonus line, which will make the playing area smaller and increases the game tempo. The bonus line is applicable only when there are 6 or 7 players in the defensive team. When a rider succeeds in crossing the bonus line, he scores 1 bonus point for his team. If the rider, after crossing the bonus line, reaches home court safely touching one or more defender, he will get the number of points scored in addition to the bonus point for crossing the bonus line. There is no revival for bonus point. It is not compulsory to cross the bonus line. Every ride he need not to cross the bonus line. When the situation comes, then only he can cross the bonus line when a defensive 6 or more or 7 players. Timeout system. Rules of the timeout system has been recently introduced in the Asian and Amateur Kabaddi Federation of India. Each team will be allowed to take 2 timeouts of 30 seconds in each half. Such timeouts will be called for by the captain, coach, or any member of the players of the team with the permission of the referee. The timeout time will be added in the match time. Official timeout can be taken by the referee, umpires in the event of any injury to a player, interruption by outsider, or any such unforeseen circumstances. Now, substitution. Maximum 5 substitution from 5 reserve players are allowed with the permission of the referee at any time. Substitute players can be resubstituted. Exception. If a team has exhausted their maximum number of substitution and a player or players of the team injured, then it will be the discretion of the referee to allow substitute players in place of the injured player. Such injured players will not be allowed to play in the same match in one substitution, or number of eligible players can be substituted. If any player is suspended or disqualified from the match, no substitution is allowed for that particular player. The team will play with less number of players. Then tie in knockouts. If there is a tie in the knockout matches, the match will be decided on the 5-ride basis. Both the team should field 7 players in the half. The backline will be treated as a backline come bonus line, and all the bonus point rules will be followed. If rider succeeds in crossing the backline come bonus line, he will get 1 point. After crossing the backline come bonus line, if the rider puts out 1 or more defender, he will get the number of points scored in addition to the 1 point scored by crossing the backline come bonus line. No bonus will be awarded if the rider crosses bonus come backline after touch or struggle. The out or revival rule will not be applicable. Only points scored will be counted. Both the teams should give the names or jersey number of the 5 different riders with their chest number as per their order of raid to the referee. Substitution of players will not be allowed from the fielded 7 players. Each team will give 5 raids by different raids to raid alternatively. In case any rider in the given list of 5 riders is injured before his chance of raid, in such cases, one of the remaining 2 players out of the 7 in the field can do the raid. The side which raid first at the beginning of the match will be allowed first. Even after 5 raids, if there is a tie, the game will be decided as per the golden raid rule. If player or suspended temporary or disqualified during the tiebreaker, the team will play with the less number of players. Such players counted to award bonus point. Golden right. Even after 5-5 rights, if there is a tie, a fresh toss will be taken and the team that wins the toss will have to ride, that is golden right. If there is a tie, even after the golden right, then chance will be given to the opponent team for a golden right. In the golden right, the team which scored the leading point will be declared as a winner. Even if there is a no result after having given a chance to opponent team, the match will be decided on toss. Warning cards. To maintain the discipline during the match, warning cards were implemented. Green card, it is warning card, and if green card is shown, then the next card will be yellow card. Yellow card, temporary suspension for 2 minutes along with the one technical point to the opposite team. If yellow card is shown second time in a match to a same player, it will be deemed as a red card and player will be suspended for rest of the period of the match. The 2 minutes of suspension of player will commence from the time the players are off from his half. If the out player is suspended for 2 minutes, then the suspension will begin after revival. Teams will not be allowed to revive the next out player in place of the suspended player revival. Red card. Suspension from the match if red card is shown second time in a tournament to the same player, that player will be debarred from the tournament for the rest of the matches. Players who is show the red card will not be allowed to sit in the bench or field of play. Infringement of rules, penalty and action. Improper cant or late cant. For that penalty, one technical point to the opponent and action rewrite. Number 2, raid out of turn. For that penalty, one technical point given to the opponent. And third, enter the more than one rider in opponent court. For that penalty, one technical point to the opponent and rewrite. If rider fails to start within 5 seconds, one technical point to the opponent and start rewrite. Violent tackling or injurious play, scissoring or unfair play, deliberately holding any part of the rider body other than his limbs or trunk or by his claws or hair by defenders to stop the rider. For that, you have to give the one technical point to the defenders, will be declared to the one technical point to, and green card will be shown to in the first instance, and repetition of infringement will attract yellow card. When the raider is prompted or instructed by team during raid, one technical point to the opponent. And 7, preventing the rider to take his turn of raid, one technical point to the opponent and ask them to go for rewrite. Violation of any rule by the player, coach, team during the timeouts or substitution. For that also one technical point. Applying the oil or any soft substances on body. For that penalty, one technical point to the opponent and call the players sent out to wipe out the oil. If coach enters the field of play during the match, for that penalty is one technical point to opponent and action. Green card will be taken in the first instance and repetition of infringement will attract yellow card. If the player leaves the court during the temporary suspension of the match or official timeout, for that penalty, one technical point to the opponent. If team takes more than 15 seconds for re-entry after all out declared, 1 technical point to the opponent, and penalty 1 green card will be shown in the first instance, and repetition of infringement will attract yellow card. If team fails to enter the court within 1 minute of all out, match shall be awarded to the opponent. So these are the new rules implemented in the latest national championship. And technical officials. Technical officials, referee 1, umpires 2, assistant scorer 2, scorer 1, and 30-second right count 1, and do or die 1. Total 8 technical officials is required to conduct the one match. League system. In the league system, the team that wins the match will score 2 league points and the losers will score 0 point. In case of tie, both the sides will score 1 league point each. In case of abandoned match also, both the team will be awarded 1 point each. In the league system, the team tie in the league system. So, in the league, if a tie is happening, and there is a tie league points scored in the league system, the winning and runner of the pool will be decided on the basis of for and against points scored by using the following formula. The team which score less than 25% of the league point will not be considered for the for and against point formula. To decide the tie, the for and against point of the concerned teams against the teams which score 25% or more of the league point will be considered and the difference calculated. The team which is scoring the highest score difference of for and against will be declared pool winner. Even after considering for and against point, if there is a tie, the total points scored for only will be counted. Even after this, there is a tie, the winner and runner will be decided on toss. Any disturbance during the match. If any failure of lights, heavy rain, or any other unforeseen circumstances, a match could not be completed in the same session. Such a match will be replayed as a fresh match in the next session. In case of temporary suspension of the match or change of the half or ground play field, such match will be continued with the same score and players as were at the time of suspension for the remaining time in the same session. Pro Kabaddi. So, Pro Kabaddi, all the rules, some of the rules are changed. Nowadays, the most popular Star Sports Pro Kabaddi League started in Indian in 2014 for the excitement of the spectators and best interest of the game. The rules differ for the Pro Kabaddi League and National Championship. National Championship. Each team will be allowed 2 timeouts of 30 seconds in each half. But in Pro Kabaddi, each team shall be allowed to take 1 timeout of 90 seconds per match. No consultation in National Championship tournaments, but in Pro Kabaddi, 1 consultation per match with its coach. There is no stoppage in the play. No assistant scorer in the player bench in National Championship. But in Pro Kabaddi, one assistant scorer in the player's dugout. But no TV referral for the umpire's decision in the National Championship. In the Pro Kabaddi, 2 line umpires included to assist to a scorer and umpires. And TV referral is there in the for the decision in Pro Kabaddi. League points in National Championship. Match win 2 points, match draw 1 point each team, and match lost 0 point. League points in Pro Kabaddi. Match win 5 points, match draw 3 points each team, match lost 1 point if team loses less than 7 points. If crosses 7 points, that is 0. But if it loses in below 7 points, that gives 1 point to each team, loser team. So these are the major changes in the Kabaddi present scenario. So in future also, the Kabaddi is growing in the high level. International tournaments is coming up. World Kabaddi is coming up in future 2021. So in this, thank you very much. In this, I conclude this session. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, ರವೀಂದ್ರ ಸರ್.
Yes, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ತುಂಬಾ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯಾಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸೆಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸರ್.
Thank you, sir.
ಇನ್ನು ಕಬಡ್ಡಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೆಷ್ಟು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್.
Yeah, okay. And I'm coming back to the physical education teachers.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Okay. Shall I continue?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಎಸ್ ಸರ್, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಸರ್.
Okay. And nowadays, this game is physical education teachers can concentrate in all the games, not only cricket or football, any other. You take all the sports, take it as give a equal.
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್. ಸರ್,
Okay.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
Okay. Give the equal importance, and physical education teacher are the main foundation of the player's life, because in this physical education teacher, they are concentrating only one side, like what they learn in the during the physical education course or before completion of their course, just they wanted to implement that much only. What my suggestion is, try to grab the knowledge and try to implement new techniques for the players, like in school level. So all the school childrens, they will learn, because that is the basic fundamental and basic things you can implement for the childrens. So in this physical education teachers, they can promote the game as well, develop the players also. That's what I wanted to say. Sir, any questions and answer will be there in this?
Yes, sir.
So they can ask the
Sir,
questions also.
Anyone have any questions? Please ask them. Hello.
Hello.
Any participants? Please ask some questions.
So the participants will be giving the questions on the chat box.
It's in the chat box only, sir.
It will be in the chat box, sir.
Okay. Shrikant, sir, you have any questions? You can update, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Shrikant, sir.
Very good evening, sir. This
Good evening.
is,
Yes, good evening.
Secretary from Physical Education Foundation of India, Karnataka chapter. Once again, I thank you for coming down for this program and enlightening about the rules, sir. I got a lot of appreciation on the YouTube box today, and many of them are wanting your phone number, many of them wanting your PPT. So we're getting a lot of queries from the participants. And one particular question was, now how much difference there would be from the regular Kabaddi to Pro Kabaddi? they are speaking in the angle of like lifespan of the kabaddi player after pro kabaddi coming in and the earlier mud kabaddi.
Okay. So playing on earlier, all the players started their career in the mud. So playing on the mud, actually you can show your technique, skills, everything in the mud. But while playing on the mat, you cannot show your performance on the mat, because mat, again wearing a shoe, there is no grip in between the mat and a shoe. So naturally your movements will not be free movement like pivot turning, taking a sharp turning and all that. It is not so easy to do on the mat. So whatever skills they are showing in the mud is entirely different in the mat. Mat always is giving the more advantage to the defense, and speeder riders also will move in the fast on the mat also as well. The same balance you can maintain in the mud while playing in the mud. So this is what the main difference. And span of players. Here, one thing I can tell you, as a private club or private any team, they are just coming and doing the practice. After that, they will not do proper physical fitness or diet. But while doing in the pro kabaddi, continuously 2 months, we are taking care about the players, starting from the physical fitness, nutrition, staying, accommodation, everything. So all the 2 months when they are with us, with proper timing to physical fitness and everything, naturally their technique, everything, they can improve. And pro kabaddi, it shows the main thing to the, we are showing our country game to the other worldwide in media. But as well, while we are started in the mud side, because of this only the mat has been introduced. Because of to play on the mat, foreign countries are attracted. This is the thing. Now kabaddi has gone up to the worldwide. Sir, anything, sir?
Sir, I had a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, madam.
Sir, is there any chances of introducing pro kabaddi for women?
Pro kabaddi already once they have played. See, now problem is, I will tell you, madam. Once they trial and error, they once this pro kabaddi they introduced for tried. So what happened? Men court and women court, they are different, because 13/10 is for men and 12/8 is a woman. So there, after a men match, again changing the court, it will take a lot of time. That's why if they want to conduct the only ladies pro kabaddi, they can. The future plannings are there for promoting for ladies tournament. But only thing is, men and women at a time we cannot organize. That's a problem.
It's not question of organizing at a time. When there's a provision for men to be organized, I think they can take a time to organize for the women also.
Definitely. They are planning. I think they are the Star Sports is planning. But once they tried both together, it was a problem of the 13/10 meters while ladies playing in the big court. It was very difficult to adjust. It's adjust in that 13/10 meters.
Sir, there is one more question, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They want to know like the number of substitutions permitted during the match in pro kabaddi.
Yeah, in pro kabaddi, 5 substitution at a time. In 5 substitution, once you can change 2 or 3 players. Like that, only 5 times they will allow you to change the substitution players. Entire match, through entire match, only 5 substitution you can make.
That's the questions from our end, sir. And one last question what they have asked is, why folk games are not taken seriously by Sports Authority of India? Indian games, indigenous games, and folk games are not taken seriously by Sports Authority of India.
No, sir. Nowadays they are taking very seriously. I think this time in NIS, maximum number of applications to become a coach, maximum number of applications they might have received. I can tell you that because nowadays they are giving more importance to the kabaddi. Goa kabaddi is just giving equal percentage to the cricket. I think next after cricket, kabaddi is the second game. It's the highest level is improving.
This question was from one of the viewers, and hopefully today it was a very good question, sir. And I thank you for coming down and speaking to all the participants of this event. And once again, I thank you.
Thank you.
Ravi Shetty sir and Roshan.
Yes, sir.
I also thank all the other participants. And I now request Ravi Kumar sir to kindly take over.
Okay. Thank you, Shrikant. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
It is indeed a great blessing to have experienced and impressive resource person like Sri Ravi Shetty, Indian international referee and coach Kabaddi game as a resource person of today's program. He has delivered on recent trends, changes, rules and regulations in Kabaddi for 6-day faculty development program. Sir, on behalf of Maharani Cluster University and Physical Education Foundation of India, Karnataka chapter, we thank you for your support and presence in making this event successful, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
And also, I would like to extend my gratitude towards our special officer, Maharani Cluster University, Dr. M.S. Shetty, for encouraging us to conduct 7-day webinar faculty development program. I am again thankful to you, sir, for your kind support, suggestions, and guidance given to us as and when required, sir. I extend sincere thanks to you, sir. We also very grateful to Dr. Roshan Kumar Shetty, Physical Education Director, Government First College, Ajjarakadu, being a part of this session as a moderator. Thank you, Shetty sir, for your support and cooperation in connecting this event successfully, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And with regarding to the feedback
And also, I would like to thanks to Sri Srikant, General Secretary, Physical Education Foundation of India, Karnataka chapter, and also Nodal Officer of Collegiate Education in Karnataka. I thank you, Srikant, for the accomplishment of this event. And also, I sincere thanks to Dr. Rani Sandhu, Malleshwaram Ladies Association College, Bengaluru, for being part of this session as a programmer. I extend my sincere thanks to Madam. We also extend our sincere thanks to our technical team leader, Sri Srinivas G, Physical Education Director and Nodal Officer, Collegiate Education in Karnataka, and Sri Muniraju, St. Anne's College, Bengaluru, and Mr. Joywin. Thank you very much to all. I would also like to express my sincere thanks to all of you who sincerely committed to this event to make it a success. Thank you, one and all. Sports lovers and FIFI viewers, thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Over to Rani Sandhu.
We would like to inform that the feedback form and the details regarding certificate will be issued tomorrow in the YouTube channel itself. So we kindly request all to be tuned up. And tomorrow session will start at 5 o'clock. So we request all the participants to kindly be tuned in at 5 o'clock. And we will be meeting in the same platform. So kindly let us meet at 5 o'clock tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.